so-called pachis in those days, paid 25 rupees. So that is where the name came pachis.
What fire they should have to come out from that comfort zone and start their own business.
Mart and big players coming into market, I saw that there were less opportunities for me, my family all together being in the same business. 1999, my first ship was Sovereign of the Seas. I started from Miami. It was really a dream come true for me to start from the hotel, learn the very basics of doing things in India. Assistant waiter, being a waiter, being a windjammer supervisor, and then assistant waiter.
Farmhouse mein, which is the one dish which when you offer and people don't get bored of?
Dealing with so many people, serving them almost 5 times a day, it was a big challenge for the whole operation to be there. And exactly what is cooking, how it is made, how things are kept hygienic way.
I don't really need to be a non-vegetarian. Even vegetarians are very good. What's the real deal? A good food or good marketing?
If you don't have good food, it is waste to do a good marketing.
Can't do marketing. Hello everyone and welcome to the very first episode of WERA's Restaurant Spotlight, and space where we bring you stories, journeys and insight from some of the most inspiring names in the hospitality industry. And honestly, we couldn't have asked for a better guest to begin this journey with. Our guest today is a name that truly needs no introduction in the hospitality industry. Someone who has turned dining into an experience people genuinely remember. From creating the iconic farmhouse experience in Vasai to taking the brand across 5-star hotels as well, his journey reflects passion, consistency, and deep understanding of hospitality. It's an absolute honor to welcome the founder of Farmhouse Restaurant, none other than Mr. Harish Shetty. Thank you, Harish, for this time.
Thank you.
And this is going to be very special for WERA because this is the first podcast. I would like to know more about your journey. So can we start that?
Thank you. Nice to have, nice to be here. It is a pleasure being here and, having a nice conversation. It's always good to talk and learn more about each other. So, thank you.
To start with, आपकी journey के बारे में बताइए.
We began from Vasai and my business roots came from Vasai and born and brought up in Vasai. My father owned a retail shop in Vasai. This is where I learned most of my business tricks from my father. My father being my mentor in terms of teaching me the very basics of business to start with. And when then came a revolution for retail business where there were D-Mart and big players coming into market, I saw that there were less opportunities for me, my family all together being in the same business. So I joined Oberoi's. Probably when I joined as a banquet casual, so-called pachis in those days. So pachis was called because in those days it was paid 25 rupees. So that is where the name came pachis. So I started from there. I worked for almost 2 years there, starting from being banquet casual to room service. And after 2 years, I joined Royal Caribbean Cruise Liners. So in 1999, my first ship was Sovereign of the Seas. I started from Miami. It was really a dream come true for me to start from the hotel, learn the very basics of doing things in India for guests in terms of banquets is concerned, in terms of etiquettes is concerned, in terms of a lot of things to do and to learn with the ongoing 5-star hotels. Back then it was a very busy hotel. Oberoi's was catering to a lot of banquet parties then in the 90s. And having learned the hard way from there, when I joined Royal Caribbean as a cafe attendant, it was a tough job as a cafe attendant when you had to work long hours. Because I was trained in the hard way, being in Oberoi's, so it made me very easier to deal with those days, starting up with an entry-level position as a cafe attendant. And then I worked my way up to being a assistant waiter, being a waiter, being a Windjammer supervisor, and then assistant maitre also. So I put up almost more than 12 years in Royal Caribbean, working in different positions, and probably did my management studies on board, which was a very nice thing that I got from my company, where I had done a management course on board, with having an HR on board and a training and development manager on board. I gave my exams on board, where I learned a lot of management skills on board, which is very important for a company to develop people in the company, and also to have SOPs, which back then SOPs were there. And in our company, Royal Caribbean especially had SOPs for every position and for whatever you're doing, which made it more stronger as a company in terms of running so many cruise ships with so many people coming in and out. Those were times where we used to do 3 and 4 day cruises, and there were a big number of people coming in and going out week on week, and dealing with so many people, serving them almost 5 times a day. It was a big challenge for the whole operation to be there, and following the SOPs, doing your role as whatever you're doing in a particular a role that you have to play. It is a big operation that I've seen for myself, and my biggest learnings came from Royal Caribbean, and also the money that I've made for myself and my company to start with. After I joined, I also had my younger brother, who also joined together with me after working here in the hotels, the same way where I did. And we both the brothers happened to work in the same company for a lot of time. In fact, a few of our friends also from Vasai, whom we joined them together with, and we all were working in the company for a longer time. And one fine day, I decided to start my own venture here in India, which a lot of people were scared to leave, the job, because a secured job with a secured income, and taking up a risk, to leave the job and start all over again, to a entry level position, being a restaurateur, a small restaurateur, who knew about working in the restaurant but did not know how to probably start a restaurant and make it work. So it was a challenge at that point, but I accepted it for myself. I raised money because I already had worked for 12 good years. My father had already had a house. We were blessed to have a good set of income which could take care of our household expenses, and we were in a joint family. So all our expenses were covered. I had a good saving for myself and my brother both. So we decided to put up a business together and start our first outlet, the first venture, which is in Vasai, which is Farmhouse. So Farmhouse was close to my house. It was a place where we had 13 guntas of land, where there were always parties and other banquets done. In fact, my wedding reception also was done in the same place where I started my first restaurant. So this was a place which was empty land, where we created the whole setup, and also together with my brother, all the income that we had for both of us, we invested it there. I took a chance of leaving the ship first and starting the restaurant, and I asked my brother to stay back till the time we do not succeed with the whole project and we do not have a safe side. I asked him to stay back, and if the project works, probably you can come back. If it doesn't work, I can go back as well. I mean, this was just between us. But then yes, there were chances, and we also have to accept there that might be a chance where things can go wrong, but not taking it negatively, but taking it positively. In order to succeed in life, you have to take chances and risk, but calculated risk. And it was my home ground. It was where I grew, where my roots come from, and I knew the place in and out. Although the place was in the interiors, because I always had learned from people and from my recent experiences that you have to have a good location. And my first outlet was not good of a location till it became a location, because it was in the interiors of Vasai.
Yes.
But as I came from Vasai, and I came from the village that required that restaurant very much, like me and my family, who used to go out of Vasai to dine
Right.
with family, and a good place where kids can enjoy, a good place where it's an open garden feeling, not a claustrophobic place where a lot of noise is there, a lot of chaos is there. People are not enjoying their own conversations with family, not enjoying the occasions that they are coming, with birthdays, parties and all going on. So it was a good open restaurant that we created with a nice open kitchen. We had a see-through kitchen where people could see exactly what is cooking, how it is made, how things are kept hygienic way, because way back when we started, people would not want people to enter in the kitchen and show how clean they are or how hygienic they are. And I came from a very different background with cruise ships, where there were USPH, United States Public Health, is involved, and not keeping it very much up to that mark, but having the basics done in terms of getting softwares like mentions and WERA. So it was quite new for me to get all those softwares back then, because not a lot of people were using softwares as well.
Yes.
In terms, people were using billing machines and not softwares. Back then, using softwares was big thing. Having software was a good thing, but after knowing to use it,
Yes.
was also a challenge for a lot of things.
Yes.
A lot of people, having your back office maintained, having your P&Ls made, having your inventory managed, having your stocks done, all these could be done in the software, which was very good. I mean, at that particular point, we had a lot of things which we started new, even in terms of cameras.
Yes.
Today cameras is considered as safety. Back then, people were saying, why is the need of camera there? Why is the need of softwares there? Why are you going that high to think about a restaurant where you
Even
can
I've
run
seen jukebox.
jukebox for that.
I've never seen in restaurant
So
in Mumbai.
in that particular point, when we started, we were quite innovative in terms of getting. Also, we were a multi-cuisine restaurant,
Yes.
getting sizzlers on the menu, getting pastas on the menu. At that point was very, very new, because Vasai was a local, known for its local cuisine, the local food, more than having different varieties. Then came in a lot of restaurants like us, but we were the first ones in proper Vasai village to get a lot of varieties to the menu. A good big place. I also remember in terms of getting the draft beer as well.
Yes.
We were the first ones to get draft beers in Vasai, because at that point no other person, no other company would want to give a draft beers in Vasai. Nobody would consider giving draft beers or giving attention to restaurants
Yes.
beyond Borivali. So
Correct.
anybody who would talk about Vasai, for them it was very far away. It was not actually, but it was very far away in terms of the newness coming to villages. For the first outlet, yes, we took some time to build that audience. Probably the magic that played for us was the banquets, because we did good banquets. We had good amount of communions that we did. Vasai is more of all the religions probably, but
Yes.
we are surrounded with a good Christian community, and we had always Christian community believed in partying,
Yes.
a good, nice culture
Yes.
where people came in together, shared
Yes.
food, shared good
Right.
memories. So that was probably a good point where it gave a good start for us doing banquets, and that is when a lot of people saw the venue coming to the banquet parties, and then probably slowly we picked up to become a good place to hang out, and then we got good locations in Vasai itself. So we have had 5 outlets done in Vasai where we could be known to become a brand, because if it was not just Vasai, because a lot of people that we know, a lot of people that I have worked in on cruise ships, a lot of people, those who are connected to a lot of parts of Mumbai,
Yes.
are rooted from Vasai. So
Yes.
it became so that with a small place, putting up many outlets in a small place, it gave us the boost to become a brand from there itself.
Right.
So even today, after being established also in Mumbai, we are a so-called Vasai-Virar brand. So we are known from the Vasai-Virar region, and I'm proud to be one of
Yes.
the ones to take my Vasai-Virar's name to a certain level for myself as a company, as a brand, and for Vasai-Virarkars to be proud of coming from Vasai-Virar and coming from a normal background where I was not from a very rich family, where I had a lot of background of money as such. It is a first generation that
Yes.
is been in the restaurant industry as far as our family is concerned, and together with my parents, I had my wife who supported me also. In initial days, she used to be as a hostess. If everybody remembers, a lot of people who are probably watching me on the podcast being guests, they remember my wife as well, who was there as a hostess there. And probably 2 years later down the line, Bharat joined me. And Bharat was also,
Bharat is your brother.
he is my younger
Younger
brother,
brother.
and he joined me for the growth of the company, because he took the administrative side of it, and for us to grow with a larger number of locations, we require a good team, and probably he was the second man in after me, for being a team member in terms of the growth is concerned. And we also had Vishal. Vishal is our culinary director.
Okay.
And Vishal also, we went to school together, and we also worked on cruise ships together. And he is from the same background as us. So Vishal joined us as a culinary director who took care of all our kitchens, the production side, and the menus, innovation in menus, menu engineering, a lot of new things that has to be done. So that was probably Vishal's, thing that came into
Yes.
our whole group, and probably a lot more other members also joined together with the team as we grew out with more outlets in and around Vasai and also Mumbai. Currently, we have 9 outlets so far in the same brand,
Okay.
where Farmhouse is concerned.
Nice.
In Vasai and in Mumbai, we have another brand called TBC, the Boat Club,
Okay.
which is also, which was a brand created for Mumbai,
Yes.
and which is located in Thakur Mall.
Yes.
And we have also hotels which are under the name of Hotel Rudra Shelter.
Yes.
So at that at that point when we got the place, it was in the industrial belt of Vasai,
Okay.
which was also upcoming belt at that point, where a lot of industries from Mumbai came into Vasai.
Yes.
And they started their small factories in Vasai, and there was a large number of rooms and a large number of F&B which was needed in the industrial belt also,
Right.
which we were able to reach. We have good good decent rooms. We have 54 rooms. We have also a restaurant. We also have a banquet which is coming up
This rooms in the
recently.
name of which brand?
Rudra Shelter
Rudra
Business
Shelter.
Hotel.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, that is there. We also have a 5-star hotel that we have created in Vasai, the belt of Vasai. Actually, that is the first 5-star which came in the Vasai-Virar belt, which is by the name of the Fern. The Fern is the brand and the operator in
Yes.
terms of pan India. They are all in pan India. It's a larger brand than us,
Yes.
obviously, and that is how it was the best creation in my life that I have till date created a big 5-star hotel. It is in the dream of every entrepreneur as such. When it comes to create things, one
Yes.
day we should have a 5-star, and I proudly say that I did it with a successful manner. I achieved having a 5-star, and not only making a 5-star but running a 5-star with a good brand. So that was one of my biggest achievements so far in terms of having a 5-star brand in Vasai. So yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, I mean, for being 15 years in this industry, having worked with cruise ships, and then starting up my own ventures,
Yes.
and being successfully with so many outlets. Yes, not alone, but together with a lot of good people around me. Because I always say it is people's business, doing with people and for the people. So it is always the people whom you are with, and they make you successful. Probably it is the people working for you. Probably it is the people, vendors who are there with you. It is the guest who is there with you. It is all the people around. It is the family. Because it's all starts from the family. It is the parents, it is wife, it is kids, all put together. The journey is incomplete without all of them, as a family is concerned and a good team is concerned. So that is a small brief about my journey as such.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing with us the journey, and I think this through your journey, a lot of people will get the lesson that starting from zero, or starting from zero to get into that 5-star hotel. I mean, like, I can just summarize your story that you started with the 5-star, and now you have come to that stage where you have built a 5-star hotel. So it's not simple journey, it's very good journey. It's difficult journey, lot of twist and turn. I mean, like, if somebody joining as a casual or as a trainee in Hotel Oberoi's, I don't think, like, people who are watching right now, they will even think about opening up a 5-star hotel, right? So working for a 5-star hotel as a casual, then working as a waiter in cruise liner, I mean, like, this is just a beginning, right? And that is how your journey started. And then you thought about opening up a restaurant, and you asked your brother, okay, don't come now, you wait for it. So the first step you have always taken with very much calculative risk. So that risk was very good. And I'd like to ask you one thing, that when you started your career, or maybe with the Hotel Oberoi's, or maybe with the cruise liner, when was that you thought that you would start your own business?
So business was always there in my roots. As I told you, my father had a retail shop, so business was always there. I was always into doing business before, and also had something in my mind that I will always continue doing business. The only thing made me go and join the cruise ship is when I required my own funds to start my own business. So if at all you want to start a business, you require that capital fund that you want to start a new business for. And cruise ship was a good platform where I got to learn for myself how to develop my business, and also I generated good amount of money that I could get to start a new business. Yes, people do become very comfortable in terms when they achieve things in life, when they make that money, but you should always have that in thing with you to always make it happen, and it will happen for you if you are not only giving your 100% but giving your 300% towards what you have to achieve. There is one day where you definitely can make it for anything that you feel of doing. In my case, it was business. And why I went to Royal Caribbean, yes, it is to gain experience, it is to make that money which I required to start my own business. And I was always looking up to getting opportunities in those days when I used to come for vacation. Whenever I came for vacation, I never was a person to sit at home or to go out. I went out, yes, with my family, with my friends. But I also, at that particular time, I remember when I came for my vacation for 2 months or whatever weeks that I came for, I always went to my shop. I always stayed rooted to the business that I learned from, and I always happened to venture different things when I came in my vacation, so that I could get an experience of doing business, of starting a restaurant one day. Always had that in mind that I will start a restaurant of my own. I waited for a lot of good months or years where I put up experience, and I also gathered that money to make that business. And that is how I always dreamt about the business. But dreaming is not enough. Making that dream come true and working for making that happen for yourself. Execution is what is very much important. That is what I did, and that is how I achieved myself to be a good businessman.
One more question here with your journey only. Since you have not done hotel management, how did you think of joining Hotel Oberoi?
So at that point, wherever you joined hotels, so either...
And why hotels only?
Yes, hotels, because I always carried a passion regarding
because
hotels.
Your father was in retail business.
He was always in the retail business. I had that inclination that I want to start a restaurant business, and I would like to learn doing restaurant business. At that point, going to any 5 stars, there were very few. It was either Oberoi's, either Leela's, and joining them was either you do a hotel management or you join as a banquet casual.
Yes.
These were 2 options available. As I did not do my hotel management, which I did later on, as I spoke about, on being on board.
Yes.
I did my management there, which was the best management that I could get for myself to learn even my business today. But at that point, I chose to be a banquet casual, which was the harder way to be, but a better way that I believe, because my foundation was set very strong. By joining as a banquet casual and by joining as the hotel, which could give you that experience and which could give you that that hope of staying in the hardship and going in a harder way to achieve your goal. It's like staying there. I mean, being it's like sports also. I mean, when you participate in sports, you might be number 1, you might not be number 1, but participating itself and going again and again to participate, it is a sportsman spirit which is there, which should be carried in business as well. So that is where I believe I started in a harder way, but after seeing all that hardship, probably it went very smooth for me, dealing with a lot of things that came in my way to start my business also.
Very good. So why Farmhouse actually? Why name Farmhouse? So what is the story behind it?
So
and why? So number one is why Farmhouse. Second one is Vasai, you have already told that it was a good place, but why name Farmhouse? And why, like every farmhouse we see, like it's like some kind of bungalow kind of thing, and ambience like little warm. I mean, like it's good. So what world you are trying to create?
So farmhouse, this is the most asked question actually. Actually, it is asked question, most asked question by my friends, by my customers, a lot of people.
Yes.
At the time when we had built farmhouse, and as I clearly mentioned, I came from Vasai-Virar background. So people from Mumbai had a second home concept, which they always chose Vasai-Virar for. And second home concept was called farmhouse.
Yes.
And for the people who did not have that second home option, we were the ones to cater. That was the real point of being farmhouse. And again, farmhouse resembles, the openness, the Vasai kind of feel. Vasai is always known as mini Goa.
Yes.
So when you come to Vasai, you will always see those bungalows, you will always see those narrow streets, you will always feel a good vibe of good trees there.
realize that,
And you feel that good vibe of Goa, which gives you that kind of a feel of
Right.
going to farmhouse.
Right.
And when you come to our first outlet, you will see that because we already have an open garden kind of a theme where we have a lot of space around. So nowadays with limitations of space, we cannot really go that big of an outlet. But yes, we would always give a different feel in a small place also, like a bungalow or like a house which could resemble farmhouse.
Right. Because I seen your restaurant in Vasai. It was quite spacious, right? I mean, like it's used for, as you said, like banquet and a lot of parties and all. So it gives you a lot of room for people to come in and enjoy themselves. So it's good. During your journey, I just like to ask one more thing. Like, you have taken us from zero till now, what success you have achieved. Have you ever thought any time in between, during COVID time or pre-COVID or post-COVID, that thinking कि बस हो गया अभी मुझे आगे नहीं करना है? Any low point of your life?
That shouldn't actually come in any business or any entrepreneur, which is not a good positive sign. Yes, COVID is something that everyone remembers about. COVID is something that it shook the whole economy. COVID is something that taught us a lot of lesson of living. COVID is something that never happened before. Probably never will soon happen. In the
We wish not to happen.
we wish not to happen. But yes, that is something that we all witnessed. And people who were able to create an opportunity in those times were the people who were successful. Because in times of COVID, I still remember one night the Tahsildar calling me that we have a lot of people who are walking on the highway to go to their native places, and we would like to know that if you could prepare some food or water to them. I said yes, why not? I mean, we always have our employees who are still there, who are stuck because they also could not go. While we are preparing some food for our employees, we'll prepare some more food where we can also distribute it to people who are going. That is how we first, when the first instance started. But then after every day, we increased that number. We started from 50 as a number, and we came up till 5,000 as a number, where I'm talking 2 times a day. There were meals made. At that particular point, supply chains were very difficult. Cash flow management was also difficult. Since our businesses were shut, we can do things, but there were difficulties to get stocks. That is where then our collector and also collector Mr. Kailash Shinde, and also the Palak Mantri then, Mr. Eknath Shinde, who is the Deputy Chief Minister now, they came and also they asked me regarding having a community kitchen setup done. And at that particular point, the community kitchen setup was done. It was also funded by the government to get me the stocks, and probably I made the food I prepared the food together with my staff. But there, doing that, came an opportunity for me to get a contract for the COVID patients to serve the food.
Very nice.
And that was in all the hospitals. That contract was also given to me by the municipal commissioner. And that is when I got business from nowhere. And also I had given a chance to operate my hotel, because I had doctors and paramedical staff
Yes.
who came and stayed in the hotel. I was paid for that also by the government. I mean, there was business from nowhere that came to me in that difficult situation. Because of that one very moment where I decided to give my very best to the people
Yes.
who gave me the business. Probably it was not the people who gave me the business was walking down the street, but it was somebody who gave me the business, and that was my point to give back to the society, and which I did, and that paid me off in that particular situation to get business, only not to make profits, but that was also to support my staff at that particular point, to get food, to get their daily livings done. And also I had organized buses at that particular point for them to live to their native places. All that could be only done with the income that I have made, because I had no other
Yes.
income. All the businesses were closed. So every bad situation can also give you a good
Yes. Very nice.
good situation. Only thing is how good at you are at looking at things in a positive manner. Yes, always you cannot be positive, you cannot be always high on being
Yes.
good all the time. You will have your lows, you will have your highs, but at the lows you have to always remember you will have an high. So
Yes.
it cannot be that God will always put you in lows and
Yeah.
never will put you on highs. So you have to believe in that. I am strong. I am a spiritual person. I believe in what I do. I believe in doing good karmas, and if you do karmas, good karmas, that will pay you off. If not today, tomorrow. And if you must have done in the past, it will be today. If you have done in today, it will be tomorrow. So I am a
Very
strong
nice.
believer in that.
So what you sow, you'll reap.
That is very true.
Very good. So even in the problem during the COVID, you got the opportunity to serve people.
Yes,
So through serving people, you got the business as well.
exactly.
So at times, business is not everything, but at times helping people, and that also will turn into business. It is a very big opportunity for you.
Yes.
Right. So having said that, one question, एक सवाल है आपसे कि ये सक्सेस तो हमने देख लिया है, ठीक है, लो पॉइंट भी देख लिया, अभी फ्यूचर प्लान क्या है?
Acha, future plan also was connected to COVID, because at a point where people were closing down outlets,
Yes.
at particular that point we have had opportunities of going into a new market,
Okay.
which was we were still in at that particular point in COVID we were still in Vasai. We were not
वो तो अनटैप मार्केट आपने टैप कर लिया था.
right. So we were not there in Mumbai, and COVID was the time where we got a chance to come in Mumbai.
Very
That is where we took a chance that we have to grow. We were out of business for that many years, so we had to get that amount of business. So growing with the number of outlets and growing with the profitability was the only answer to the losses that we made. So we had two outlets, two new outlets after COVID that we did.
Very
And those who were very successful, one was the IC Colony outlet that was done, and one was the Borivali station outlet that was done. So both the outlets were opened after COVID, and they were very successful after opening. And we also grew as a brand in terms of coming from Vasai to Mumbai.
Mumbai.
And also, as I said, we have already opened up an outlet which we are today. It is in Kandivali, Thakur
Yes.
village. We are coming very soon to Mira Road. We have an outlet which is coming soon in Mira Road as well. And obviously moving forward we have to enter going forward into the Mumbai's
From north
good
to
market.
south, you want to go.
As
Very
people
soon.
are
We wish
people are
you.
moving the opposite direction, we are moving the opposite direction, and we are moving the opposite trend. People would want as a customer also, people from Vasai-Virar would want to come to
Yes.
dine in outlets in Mumbai. So now a Vasai-Virar brand is serving is coming to Mumbai to serve people. So that is the opposite trend. It's a positive trend that is going on for a brand, and I am happy about it.
Yeah, we would like to see that actually, because you're like a tree. Okay, it's growing from down to up, because initially people used to see south से मुझे नीचे आना है या तो साउथ में ही रहना है. You're going from backward till front. मतलब ये तो अच्छा growth ही है. Right. So from minus or maybe from negative to positivity, people never thought about Vasai would be a good market. You tapped in it. Right. So that market also is good. Mera Road market also is good. Now you're entering into Mumbai. So you're in Kandivali now, and after Kandivali, maybe you will go get into Powai or Thana West or maybe Lower Parel. This kind of pockets, I believe, like your location will start. So we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Harish जी, आपने आपके जर्नी में कहा था कि आपने टेक्नोलॉजी डे वन से आपने अडॉप्ट की है. So till now, I think so you must have used lot of software until now. So what do you think about technology? How it will help restaurant industry in a better way going forward?
Technology has always been a good part in every industry, and especially thanks to Modi ji that when I first started also campaigning regarding the restaurant, when it came to WhatsApp messaging, when it came to Facebook done, even at that point I saw politics was also going into campaigning themselves in a digital manner.
Yes.
And with growing technology right now, at using the tools which we had before and now which we will have for future, where AI plays a big role, we have had a lot of softwares, we have had a lot of different ways of using AI to reach to many people in terms of what we are doing, how we are doing, and also to get more of feedbacks, more of leads that will help us with grow business. We have to accept the newer ways of doing business when it comes to technology, when it comes to adding more features with AI, with learning newer softwares, with learning newer customized way of doing things. I would say we should educate ourselves, our staff, and our guests who are coming in order to move with the future technology, at least to know about it, where you can be more visible in terms of what you're doing. You can be more transparent in what we are doing, in terms of service, in terms of being consistent in food, in terms of having newer ideas to implement in the ongoing restaurant and the business that we are doing. I think yes, technology will play a bigger part in terms of where AI is concerned.
What do you think about social marketing? Because now everywhere hype is that if I do more social marketing, I'll get good number of customer or maybe more business will increase. So do you think only with social marketing your business is going to grow?
It is the same with, I would say, with AI and with social media marketing. With AI also, there is a human brain that you need to use and human intelligence that you need to use, your past experiences that you need to use, and not only be relied on AI. It is the same with social media also. You need to be good at the social media to reach to the maximum people, but you need to also be good at what you're doing in terms of your food quality is concerned, in terms your presentation is concerned, in terms your basics are concerned to do business. While reaching only being good at social media and not being good at what you are doing, it will not help you get a positive feedback, but a negative way of publicity that you might create for your own.
So you have to have a balance of everything.
You have
good
to.
staff, good food, good social media, good awareness. Then business will grow.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So now, whoever is watching, actually, you have good audience here. So audience from people who have worked in hotel industry, people you have worked for cruise liner. So there are audience attached to it. There are audience right now whom they know you directly, indirectly, your family, your community. So what advice you would like to give it to people who are right now working in hotels, right now who are working in cruise liner, or right now who wants to be in a restaurant industry?
So, a big piece of advice that I would like to share for everyone, for a new beginner or for people who have achieved a lot in life, being comfortable in where you are. Once you be comfortable, if you had to start a new business and you are comfortable, if you have to start a new venture, if you're being comfortable, if you have achieved a lot and then you are being comfortable, once you be comfortable, that will stop your growth. That will stop the level of thinking that you should have, the level of hungerness that you have towards growth. And growth is not always money. It is always, growth comes with knowledge, with a lot of wiseness in you, you as a person improving yourself day by day. So being comfortable does not give you many chances to grow with all these aspects. And I always would want any person who want to start, likewise I have a lot of people who are working in cruise lines, probably way back when I was there with me also. They are very comfortable, being there on the cruise ship.
Yes.
And they are not wanting to take chances of starting a new business or starting a new venture here. I would say to them that, come out from there. Come out from there.
Comfort zone.
Give yourself a chance. Again, remember your days when you started, when you had that spirit in you.
Yes.
To do everything and to get that job and to get that money, or to get that experience of being there on a cruise ship. Or here also, for people who are just freshly graduated or freshly done their hotel management course, who would just want to have the same dream of going just on a cruise ship or just joining a job. I would like to tell them to not being comfortable again and start doing a small business, because not every time thinking big is important. Yes, thinking big is important, but to have a good appetite and start something smaller, being successful, and from there growing yourself with knowledge, with the money,
yes,
with the wisdom, and that will only give you a good result. So I would always want, and I am very open through this podcast and through you, if I could inspire at least one person looking this podcast, I mean whoever is looking at this podcast, I would also be available myself to mentor anyone who is willing to come into this business or being an entrepreneur. Looking at this podcast, if I can inspire even one person, I would more than be happy. And I would like to thank you for giving me that opportunity to come here and share my few thoughts.
Thank you, Harish.
For the
thank
same.
you so much. One last question I would have here, that whoever is watching, I think so there are a lot of audience who are watching or will be watching. What fire they should have to come out from that comfort zone and start their own business?
You should be believing in yourself. I mean, believing in what you're doing, believing in the people around you. Get to know and get to keep good people around you. Having 10 good friends around you, yes, who are likewise thinking, yes, to grow, who are willing to support you for what you're thinking. And that is the fire, I think, will give you, right, more reasons to grow
Yeah.
and to come out from that comfort zone.
I think so it's not going to be difficult now because there are a lot of mentors who are available. Right now, you said like anybody who wants to start something or need any advice or need any help, please come. So this is very good because I mean like people are open right now to help, and I would advise our audience, whoever wants to start or who has already started and wants to see that growth or maybe have that success, be in touch with successful people because it will not only save your time and energy, it will save a lot of money. So I would advise you to be in touch with, because we'll be having a lot of podcasts even further going, but whoever is watching this podcast and you think Mr. Harish Shetty is can be a good point of contact for you and can help you in terms of whatever place you are in and he is in, so he can be of good help. So Harish जी, बातें तो बहुत हो गई, अभी कुछ खाने पीने के बारे में बात किया जाए.
It's food time now.
It's food time now. तो एक बताइए कि ये फार्म हाउस में which is the one dish which when you offer and people don't get bored of?
Well, Farmhouse जब से शुरू हुआ, I think the largest selling dish which we have since years from the first outlet is the cocktail prawns. Now, it's a beautiful dish where you can have it Indian style, like with hands. You can use your hands. You can just dip it in a nice sauce. We have a cocktail sauce, and it's good fried prawns that you can have.
मुंह में पानी आ रहा है.
मुंह में पानी आ रहा है. So you can taste it. It's a very nice dish.
Right.
That is there, and this is the best seller at Farmhouse. You have to try this dish.
This is prawns cocktail.
Cocktail prawns.
Yeah.
So this is one of the good, fastest moving dish. We have a lot more dishes to offer, but from popular choice, the peri peri chicken popcorn is a dish that everybody likes as well. Again, with some good drinks or good cocktails or mocktails, you can have this as a starter as well. Again, it comes with a nice dip with a mayonnaise-based sauce. The best seller again, mostly if you see in chicken, we have lollipop as a dish which is quite famous. But here we have Indianized version of lollipops, which is Sauji lollipop. Now Sauji is a type of cuisine which is there, and we use that ingredients to make it look.
It look like tikka, right?
It is a
kala tikka. It look like
lollipop, which is tandoor based lollipop. Lollipops are always in the Chinese department and fried, but we got this into the tandoor department.
So this is the Indian version of
it's
lollipop.
It's Indian version, plus it's a healthier version of lollipop. Chicken angara comes in a nice pot, sizzling, a skewer, good varieties of sushis with us, different sushis, veg, non-veg. We have a variety of dishes which is mostly liked by people with the different
Communities.
communities,
Right.
and also different age groups. We have good amount of serving where we have portion size of 8 pieces in each plate, which is a good sizable portions, as we have more of families and groups.
Yes.
Where people would like to share on food items with people. Also, we have a few veg dishes as well, where we have the cheese corn balls, also served with good sauces. We have the cheese triangles also, which are nicely thin crusted. We put just like those samosas, but nicely filled with good cheese and a tangy sauce together with it. The trending items are all in the menu. We have a good mix of menu items which are there, which you would like to try. This is the paneer lavabdar, which is the main course dish of the vegetarian items. I think it all looks yummy. I think you would
Very
love to taste it. Rather than me talking about it, we rather taste it now.
Yeah.
There are unique items where we have fused more sauces, more Indianized way, more the farmhouse way, I would say, to add up more flavors to the food.
It's a great choice either. I mean, like, I don't really need to be a non-vegetarian. Even vegetarians are very good. Harish, let us start rapid fire. This or that. No explanation, no justification. simply yes or no or this or that.
Okay.
Right? So the first number one is that if Farmhouse has to be open, a new outlet, where it would be? Bandra or Dubai?
Bandra.
Thank you. For you personally, that wins every time. Global cuisine or home cuisine? Global cuisine or home cuisine?
It would be a mix of both actually, but yes, home cuisine.
Okay. So what matters more while building a restaurant brand? Great food or great staff?
Again, it's a mix of both, but I would say great food.
Very nice. Whom would you trust more? Old school chef or young Instagram famous chef?
Old school chef, because you need to know the basics of cooking food, the flavors, presentation.
Not the Instagram.
Instagram, it's not what you see always looks the same.
What is the one trait every restaurant owner will have? Patience or risk-taking ability?
Again, it's both, but it's the risk taking ability that pays off more in a long run.
Risk-taking. In today's time, what's the real deal? A good food or good marketing?
If you don't have good food, it is waste to do a good
You
marketing.
can't do marketing. So good food.
So good food.
Right. Would you choose a restaurant that becomes viral online or one that stays houseful throughout the month with word of mouth?
So I'll go for the second one. One who stays. So being number one is good,
Yeah.
but staying number one is what everyone should aim for.
You want tables to be full all the time.
Sure.
Not only viral.
Being number one is being viral,
Yeah.
right? After being viral, after being number one, then what?
The table has to be full.
It has to be full. If it is not, that means
Then
you are
only
not,
money will come.
you are not number one.
Right. So what's together? Like what is tougher in hospitality according to you? It's managing operations or managing people?
Again, it's managing people. It's managing operation is a tool that is required, but is managing people is somebody who should have a priority, because it is the people's business, doing it with the people, for the people. So people is everything.
Yeah. So thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much.
Yeah.